Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet?
I love people as I meet them one by one. People are just wonderful as individuals. You see the whole...
My great aspiration, my greatest ambition is to be so good. Now, in that way, I'm tiresome, as I suppose, to live with, because I want to be a fantastic human being.
I am the greatest.
We're not disputing that, Cassius, but how does Sonny Liston feel about it?
He can't feel but one way, and let's take everything I say and like it. Because February the 25th, I'm going to take back my job. I'm the champ. He's no champ. He's a tramp.
When you see men fall, don't laugh. Learn. Learn. Because you're on your way up. And the things that tempt people to fall, you and I are not free from that temptation.
Mantra, slave song, slave ship, rip skin, made me rip bones. But no matter how close I am, my ancestors speak. They tell me they're tired of the front on us like we're weak. I haven't been getting sleep. Longing to sing until I surpass peak. Until they think we are equal, please. All I want is peace. My ancestors beat drums until their bones would bleed. Begging the generations remember our story.
What up, what up, what up, what up? YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're watching from, shout outs, shout outs, shout outs, shout outs. I hope all is well with each and every last one of you. It's good to be here. To the new subscribers, to the commenters, for the people who we post and share, thank you. Appreciate it from the bottom of my very being, my very beating heart. I am much grateful. Friday is right around the corner. And if you made it this far, you are truly blessed. I hope you know that. Hope you embrace that. I hope and pray that you don't take it for granted or lightly. Okay? The video that I'm going to put up here on the screen, well, it irritated me. I'm not going to lie. It irritated me a lot. Mostly because I don't understand. How do you get punished for doing something decent? How do you get punished for being a good person? How has that been normalized? That shit doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. But I digress. It seems like the good always gets outshined by the bad. And in this case, we have a child involved. I don't want you to give up on humanity. I don't want you to give up on believing in people. Everybody is not shitty. There is still some good out here in the world. It might seem like it's getting overlooked, but the decent ones still exist. One of the main reasons why I wanted to highlight this video is because this young man deserves his flowers. His mother deserves her flowers. It just doesn't make no sense to me. It doesn't. See the title. Let's bring this up on the big screen real quick. Let me get my angle the way I want it. Let's see what we got here. How do I want to do this? Well, see, I want to blow this up, but I don't. I guess I'll leave it like that. That's cool. This is like maybe a minute 30. It's not a very long one. But I want to know y'all thoughts, your opinions. I'm going to let it rock out. And we'll go from there. Sound good? Make sure this isn't. Let me make sure this isn't muted. Sounds up. Cool.
This boy disarmed another student that came to school with a gun, and yet he's the one that got expelled. This is 11-year-old Sakir Everett of Michigan. Sakir attended Dwight Rich School of the Arts. And one day, while at school, he spotted another student who had come with a firearm. Instead of him being scared and trying to run away, he sprang into action. He went over to the other student, he disarmed the weapon, he removed the bullets, and he did all of this in an act of bravery that might have averted a mass shooting. Unfortunately, though, do you want to know the outcome? Sakir was expelled for the rest of the school year. That reasoning was because he did not immediately report the incident to staff. Parents and even Sakir's own mother are absolutely astonished at the outcome of this. They say that he is being treated like a criminal himself instead of a hero. His own in trouble before. He was just trying to protect his classmates. He didn't want to implicate himself, nor did he want to tell on the person that actually brought the firearm, because he knows that firearms weren't supposed to be in school. Now, according to his mother, Sakir is an A B student who's, again, never do this with a firearm because of his hunting background. And since he's been expelled, his mother has had to reduce her work hours so that she can school him at home through online schooling. Now that you guys have heard the story, I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. This boy disarmed another student that came.
Get this up here on the screen. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
I'm glad I saw it in time. I saw that you're streaming. I'm like, oh, yes, I'll hop on. And then I was like, oh, send me the link. And I was like, oh, wait, I already have the link. Cool.
How are you this morning?
Pretty good. Trying to cope with the government shutdown. Gotta love it. But other than that, doing pretty good. Kids are still sleeping, so at least I have a little bit of peace time. Another
How
kid.
much? Huh?
Oh, it looks like another kid with a gun.
No, Matt. You know what? Let me replay it. Let me bring this back up.
My bad.
I think you came in at the end of it. Let me see. Did it start all the way to the beginning? I think it did.
School with a gun, and yet he's the one that got expelled. This is 11-year-old Sakir Everett of Michigan. Sakir attended Dwight Rich School of the Arts. And one day, while at school, he spotted another student who had come with a firearm. Instead of him being scared and trying to run away, he sprang into action. He went over to the other student, he disarmed the weapon, he removed the bullets, and he did all of this in an act of bravery that might have averted a mass shooting. Unfortunately, though, do you want to know the outcome? Sakir was expelled for the rest of the school year. Incident to staff. Parents and even Sakir's own mother are absolutely astonished at the outcome of this. They say that he is being treated like a criminal himself instead of a hero. His own mother says that he's never even been in trouble before. He was just trying to protect. Or did he want to actually brought the firearm because he knows that firearms weren't supposed to be in school? Now, according to his mother, Sakir is an A-B student who's, again, never been in trouble. He had knowledge to do this with a firearm because of his hunting background. And since he's been expelled, his mother has had to reduce her work hours so that she can school him at home through online schooling. Now that you guys have heard the story, I want to know what you guys.
And there you have it.
Wow, that's definitely not what I expected. And yeah, I really don't understand that. Oh my God, people these days, I really hope obviously, I hope they bring him back and allow him to go back to school, but I really hope they expelled the other kid. That would be completely wild if they didn't expel the other kid who brought the gun and intended to use it. I definitely side with the mother. I think that kid's a hero, and his that bravery and the fact, he should have gotten an adult first. I'm like, what makes you think even the adult would know what to do? They probably would have just called the police and been told to wait in the classrooms and stuff like that. So yeah, if that was my son and I heard he did that and I heard he got expelled, I would be furious at the school and I would be proud of him. So that's wild.
Yeah. I was just randomly scrolling Instagram and I saw it, and I automatically, my brain automatically went to, somebody killed a kid. I thought this was about to be a missing child, or some crazy mom or somebody drowned their kid in a tub or some like that. This wasn't that. They literally kicked him out of school for potentially saving the lives of a lot of people. Of all the stupid stories that I see on the internet, where the ending don't match up, this has to be in the top 10, top 20. Something that you just said, because I'm trying to rack my brain around how a person gets suspended for saving someone else's life. How did the child get into the school with the gun in the first place? We just keep having conversations about school shootings. How many times do we have to have a conversation about school shootings before y'all do something to prevent school shootings or the possibility of them happening? Am I missing?
Another big question too, how did he get it from the parents? Like, how are kids getting these guns from their parents out of the house? Like, what are you doing with, like, are you just leaving your guns out on the shelf? Like, my husband has a weapon and it's in a locked box in a really high shelf in the corner where our kids can't even find it, won't be able to see it, won't be able to ever know that it's there. How are these kids getting a hold of weaponry like this enough to even bring it to school? That's just, and then also, I'm assuming because of the age of this kid, this was like elementary school. An elementary school kid getting a hold of a weapon. Like, I don't understand. What are parents doing?
They're not doing anything at all. It just seems as if the house does not have any type of law, doesn't have no order whatsoever. If I have a weapon and I have a family that I got running around all the time, my personal property, especially one that has the ability to take someone's life, is going to be put up. No ifs, ands, or buts. I really wish I knew what happened to the other kid. And as far as the parents and how they feel about what happened, because again, this is, let me see something. I'm curious. Let's see. I want to know, like, once we saw what happened not too long ago. What was that? It's not Colorado. It was an elementary. How old was that kid? They were pretty young, and he went in there and killed a couple of teachers and a staff member. So I can't recall it, but after you see that on the news, you don't think to yourself, oh, maybe I need to start having more conversations with my children. Maybe I need to find out if they're getting bullied. Maybe I need to find out if they're the bullies. Maybe every district needs to sit down with the parents and start talking about, okay, we have a problem. We need to address this. It don't really seem like there's any type of urgency for it. It just keeps getting ignored. Maybe I'm just tripping. Let's see.
It says in one news article that it's unclear if there's repercussions for the other kid. So they haven't really said if the other person was reprimanded, which makes me think he didn't, because if we heard about this right away, we would have heard about that right away if he also got expelled. I like, at the very, very most, to be honest, I think talking to him and being like, hey, next time, give this to a teacher. Like, don't do that. But that should have been like, at the most, a smack on, like a slap on the wrist, because like, oh, you shouldn't have been handling an adult weapon type thing. But just to expel him, like, that zero tolerance policy garbage is hurting the education of kids that actually are being good kids, helpful kids. It just, like, the fact that, oh, well, you touched it, so you need to go.
$330 school shootings in 2024, according to data from January 2025. Here's just a couple of schools here. January 4, Perry High School, Iowa, 2 dead, 6 wounded. September 4th, Appalachia High School, Georgia, 4 dead, 9 wounded. December 16th, Abundant Life Christian School, Wisconsin, 3 dead, 6 wounded. February 14th, Benjamin E. Mays High School, Georgia, 4 wounded. I'm just naming just random ones that they reported from 14, but I was listening to what you said. You said there was no determining consequences yet for the other kid, but they automatically decided to put this little boy on the shelf for a whole year. That means, from what I read in the comment section, he can't even he can't take classes online either.
It makes me wonder, I hate to say it, but if there would be a different outcome if he was a different color.
Yeah. I was staying away from it. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it, to be honest with you. It's like you can't do nothing good without there being some negativity that comes with it. Like, black people have to go extra harder to be seen in a positive light versus anybody else. Like, you got to do way more. How at 11 though?
It says that he's now enrolled in a non-accredited online program because the accredited platforms are upholding the school district's decision, refusing to enroll him. It also said that they chose to expel him because he didn't notify the school soon enough.
Yeah, that's what she said. But how the hell do you notify somebody in that? You're literally watching someone probably about to pull the gun out. I don't know what the scenario was. That was one of those. You gotta react. If you've ever been in a training sequence at work and they give you instructions on how to handle certain situations, most adults wouldn't have done what he did. But whoever raised him, they showed him some stuff, because you putting your life on the line. There was another story where a kid, he stepped in to save another kid and he ended up losing his life over it. And he was black. That didn't get much coverage. Do you think the punishment was overboard?
1,000%. As I said, like, at the very most, they should have, like, a slap on the wrist, like, oh, you shouldn't have handled that gun. Leave it up to adults. That's not your job. You're the student. Just notify us, whatever. But to punish him as if that weapon was his is just mind-boggling. Like, if a civilian did that out on the street, they would be lauded as a hero. The police wouldn't be like, oh, I'm arresting you because you had that gun in public and you weren't supposed to, like, conceal and carry is illegal here, blah, blah, blah. Like, they would have been like, oh, thank you so much for protecting people and turning this in and whatnot. Like, they're punishing him as if it was his own weapon, which it isn't. He was protecting people. And, like, imagine if the kid was already shooting up the school and somebody took the gun away from him and subdued that individual. They would again be lauded as a hero. This kid should have had the same treatment, and it's bogus that his education is now going to be affected for helping his school, helping his classmates, helping his teachers. I just think this is completely wrong.
Exactly. And where was the teachers at?
They even said, one of the teachers even commented saying that why didn't they immediately put the school in lockdown. They didn't. They just almost continued as normal, besides like punishing the kid. So I also question the school's response as well. It's just not cogent with what happened. Like, it makes me wonder if there's something deeper or something. Like, maybe they knew that other kid was already at risk and they don't want to like have any questions come up about that. But yeah, I really wish they explained what happened with that other kid, because if nothing happened to him, I would be angry. I would be angry. I'm definitely with that poor mother.
Staff, that whole building is out of order. I'm noticing that the school system in its entirety is not up to par. Like, they are literally, you see children sleeping with teachers. We got way too many school fatalities. The programs are horrible with as far as feeding these kids. You can't afford anything. They fired a cafeteria worker over coming out of her own pocket to feed kids. Understaffing. I know Rob would be hella annoyed and disappointed with this. It's ridiculous. And I don't know how nobody is seeing the flaws. They're not seeing the lack of effort, the lack of community, the lack of consideration, the empathy, the compassion. You just have these buildings with grown adults in them walking around with a ruler, a piece of chalk, mind you. Just the other day, we just finished covering a story where a teacher was putting stickers on kids so they could sleep. Like what's going on in the school board? It don't make no sense. It's you should be scared to send your kids to school at this point. Kids be getting jumped, stabbed. They be popping pills, smoking, drinking in the school. I know. I've seen it personally. When I was still working in the school board, yeah, they do everything in there. So for these parents, when y'all be throwing them out there so you can get away from them for 8 hours, just know that when these teachers or you get that phone call, 9 times out of 10, they are doing exactly what they say they are doing. Some of them probably nah, but a lot of yeah, it's not a game. But for whatever reason, we keep on overlooking the piss poor productivity that is coming from these establishments, and I'm sick of it. I'm over it. Why would I see why you keep yours at home. I wouldn't want mine going. And to be fair, if I do have children, I'm not raising no kids in this country. I'm leaving the country. Lord willing, I'm leaving the country. I'm going where, yeah, this ain't it. Not it. That man should have a Medal of Honor. He should have some type of plaque or something.
I'm gonna have to jump off because I have an appointment.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me join, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yep. All right, good one. Have a good one. Yeah, this shit is sad, man. This shit is absolutely. 11 years old. My thoughts and prayers go out to the mom and to your son. I just want to say this. I'm proud of you. I think you did an exceptional job. I think and believe truly that you have a special place in this world. And God is going to use you for many, many things. Just stay your course. You hear me? Y'all have a blessed one. I will see you guys later on this evening.
Mantra, slave song, slave ship, rip skin, made me rip bones. But no matter how close I am, my